Hello students, today we are going to start a new chapter, lines and angles. First of all, we will learn about the theorems of this chapter with proof. We will discuss only those theorems which are with proof in our syllabus, and we will discuss the terms related to that particular theorem before proving the theorem. So let's start. The first point or the first term is adjacent angle. I know that you are very known to it and you know what are the adjacent angles. The two angles that share a common vertex and common side, but they don't have interior common points, which means they have the same vertex but they don't overlap. The two examples are given here of adjacent angles. Next term, which is related to our first theorem, is linear pair. Already know what is linear pair? Two angles form a linear pair if and only if they meet the given two conditions, that they are adjacent and their uncommon sides are opposite rays, which means the two angles which are supplementary while adding gives 180 degree. So such two angles are known as linear pair angles, those who are adjacent as well as their sum is 180 degree. Those angles are known as linear pair angles. Now we will move to the theorem. The first theorem says that if two lines intersect, then vertically opposite angles are equal. Which means if we draw any two lines and they intersect each other, then they form vertically opposite angles. So these two pair of angles are equal. Whenever we have to prove any theorem or any question, we have to follow certain steps. The first step is to write given. Given means what is given in the question that we have to write. So here from the theorem we know that the first part says given part. So what is given? Two lines which intersect each other. So let AB and CD be the two lines and which intersect at point O. So this is our given thing. Now second step is to write to prove. What we have to prove? The second part of the theorem says the proof part. It says vertically opposite angles are equal. Hence, in the segment of to prove, we will write vertically opposite angles are equal. Now from the figure, the two pairs of vertically opposite angles are, the first pair is angle AOC and angle BOD. So that one. And second pair is angle AOD and angle BOC, second pair. So these two angles we have to show that they are equal to each other. Since here we don't have to do any construction, so we will not write construction. Otherwise, our third step is to be construction. One more thing, that whenever we will solve any theorem or question related to geometry, the first we have to draw the figure. We will draw the figure, then we will write the given thing, then to prove. If construction required, then we will write construction, and after that we will move to proof. All these are the steps of solving any theorem or any particular question in which we have to prove something. If we will skip any step, which means we are giving a chance to the examiner to cut our marks. Got it, students? Now we will do the proof of the theorem. So, as we know that AB is a straight line. Here it is visible, AB is a straight line. So we can say that angle AOC plus angle BOC is equal to 90 degree because they are linear pair. Same way, we know that CD is a straight line. So angle AOD plus angle AOC is equal to 180 degree. Again linear pair. Okay. Then what we know that these two equations 1 and 2 both are equal to 180 degree, which means both are equal to each other also. That is angle AOC plus angle BOC is equal to angle AOD plus angle AOC. Now AOC angle is on both the side, so it got cancelled and we get angle BOC is equal to angle AOD. This first part we have proved. This one, angle AOD is equal to angle BOC. If one part we have proved, we don't need to do the same thing again. Here I have done for you, but we don't need to do it again. We will write similarly. Similarly, angle AOC is equal to angle BOD, and hence vertically opposite angles are equal. Got it, students? Here, since we have to repeat the same step, if you go through each and every step, you will see that the same step we are repeating. First we are taking line AB, then we are taking line CD. From there we are getting a set of equations, and then we are equating both the equations together, and after that we are getting the results. So to minimize our time or to repeat the same thing again, instead of this we will write similarly. Similarly, and after writing similarly, we will write angle BOD is equal to angle AOC, and hence it is proved. Got it, students? Any proof of a theorem has a particular way only to solve. We cannot solve in any other way. So whenever the questions come from geometry or you have to prove any theorem, in that case you have to learn the same way as it is proved. Little bit here and there changes you can do, but the steps, same steps you have to follow. First figure, then given, then to prove. If construction, then you have to write construction also. After that, proof. Got it, students? Okay, moving towards next theorem. But before that, yes, it's basics. So, we know about the alternate exterior angles. The angles that are on opposite sides of transversal and outside the two lines. these two lines. And if these lines are parallel, if the two lines are parallel, then the angles are equal. Okay, then same alternate interiors. Again, they are on the opposite sides of the transversal and interior of the two lines. One, see here, it is the transversal. One angle is this side, one angle is that side, and both are in inside, in between the two parallel lines. Got it? Okay. Then next we have corresponding angles. Corresponding angles means the angles which are on the same side of the transversal, or we can say same relative position, which means if angle is on left side of the transversal, then both the angles will be on left side. See here, both the angles are on the left side, and also both the angles are above the line, above the two lines. If we want to take below, so on right side, suppose on right side we want, and below, so this right side below, and this is also right side below. So the same relative position if they have, then they are known as corresponding angles. Then we have same side interior angles. Again, interior means in between the two lines. Interior means in between the two lines, and since they are saying same side, which means same side of the transversal. If this side, then this side, otherwise this side, then both should be on this side. And same side exterior means same side of the transversal, and it will be the exterior side. But main focus will be on corresponding angles, alternate exterior angles, and alternate interior angles. These are the three important types of pair of angles, and we have already studied about these angles also in previous classes. So moving towards next theorem, which we have to prove. Students, in this chapter we have two theorems with proof, and rest of other theorems we have to learn without proof, that we will discuss in next class. So this is theorem 6.7 in your book. It says that sum of all angles of a triangle is 180 degree. We know that already, we have know this result. Now we will prove also how it is possible. So what did I said? First of all, we have to make the figure. So what is given? A triangle is given. So we will make a triangle and we will name them P, Q, R, and its angles I have now named as 1, 2 and 3 for simplicity of solving the question. So figure we have drawn. Next we have to write given. So what is given? A triangle PQR with angles 1, 2 and 3. Now what we have to prove? We have to prove that sum of all angles is 180 degree, which means angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 is equal to 180 degree. Okay, but how we are going to prove it? So for that we are going to draw a parallel line from point P, and it is parallel to QR. Okay, so let that line be XY. Students, always remember that whatever construction we are doing, we will do with the dotted line. Okay, because it is not given, we are doing the construction, so we will use the dotted line. Hence XY, we have constructed, draw an XY passing through P and parallel to QR. Got it? So now students, just think that XY is a parallel line and QR is a line which are parallel, and PQ is a line which is a transversal. Okay, so what we have learned about alternate interior angles? Yes, angle 4 and angle 2 are alternate interior angles and they are equal. Very good. So this is the first part of proof. Similarly, if we consider the same two lines XY and QR and the transversal as PR, this line is transversal. So what are the two interior angles we will get? Yes, 5 and 3. So these angle 3 and angle 5 are also equal. Okay, very good. So that also known to us. So we have first relation, we have second relation. Now since XY is a straight line, and on that straight line we have three angles, angle 1, angle 5 and angle 4. So sum of these three angles will be, yes, 180 degree angle on the straight line. So angle 1 plus 4 plus 5 is equal to 180 degree. But wait, here we have learned that angle 4 is equal to angle 2. So in place of angle 4 we can write angle 2. And here we have learned angle 3 is equal to angle 5. So in place of angle 5 we can write angle 3. And thus we get angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 is equal to 180 degree. Which means sum of all the angles of a triangle are equal to 180 degree. And hence proved. Got it, students? So this is all about the proof of a particular theorem. Now remember, here there are two figures, but you don't need to draw the two figures. You have to draw only one figure in your notebook, or if it comes in exam, then you have to draw only one figure in your exam. You don't need to draw two figures.